Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny. And folks, I'm once again back at my cabin, as I am a lot these days. And today I want to ask a few questions to you, if I may, or ask you a couple of questions. Do you plan on a building project in the next short time or the very near future? Are you planning on building something, remodeling something of that nature? Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about lumber. My second question, have you priced lumber lately at Lowe's and the Home Depot, etc.? Well, listen, it's winter time. Of course, it's mid-January. And most people are thinking about spring. And they're thinking about projects that they have got on the front burner, if you will, to get them done. But unfortunately, folks, lumber is extremely high right now. I'm talking about, if you haven't priced it in a while, you will be sticker shocked as to what it really cost. Now think about this, coming very shortly is spring. Well, quite a distance away, but still it's nearing every day. But the price then will be overwhelming. Let me tell you, it will be overwhelming. But I'm going to tell you and show you today how you can turn this log, how you can turn it in to boards and turn it into usable lumber that you can utilize on your projects, just like I do with mine. Now, I am talking about a sawmill, a portable. Now, this is a Gransberg portable Alaskan sawmill. Now, it's a chainsaw mill, okay? A chainsaw mill. Now, this thing is portable, and it's very effective at turning logs into boards. So I'm going to put this thing together. I'm going to put it on here. Now, I've had this thing about 5 years, and incidentally, I used this thing on putting 3 sides to a log on my cabin, which is directly behind me here, in front of me. And I'm telling you, I cut about 50 logs with this, 3 sides minus 1. And I'm going to put this together, and I'm going to show you, so you hang around if you want to learn. If you're not familiar with chainsaw mills, this is a good opportunity for you. So you hang around, and I'm going to put this together, and we're going to get to work. All right now, folks, I have got this thing. I have got it set up. I have got my log in place, and I've got it blocked so it doesn't move. You have to have this stationary, and that's exactly what I've done. I've got me now this thing only needs a nice board on top for your first cut. Now that's important. In order to get a real good cut, you've got to have a good flat surface on top, and that's what I've already done. So let's get started with this. I've got it all set up, and I am ready to go. I have put this thing together. All it does is just slide it up under there and tighten it up. All right. right now. That is the first step to getting started right there. Now I'm going to make sure that I don't hit my nail here because I left it in, and I'm going to make sure I don't hit it. Now that we have got the first cut on this thing, that's usually the hardest one. Now notice that. I took that slab off of there. That is my first cut. That is my first cut. Now my chain is a little bit dull, and you want to make sure that your chain is really sharp, and you want a good ripping chain. Now that's very important. You need a good ripping chain, which incidentally I am not using at this point, but I will be getting me one. I usually carry one, but right now I don't have one, but I can pick me up one. That is the first cut. Now, next thing, I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to cut 4 sides to it. 4 sides. And then I'll rip the logs. So I'm going to turn this completely over and let the process continue to go. Now let me refuel and we'll get back to work. All right, now folks, let me show you guys. You might think that this is really complicated, but it's not. This is a 1/2-inch board. Now bear in mind that I'm using this, I'm going to put this on the ceiling of my cabin. So it's got to be 1/2 inch. Got to be 1/2 inch, okay? There, 1/2 inch. Now, I am going to cut most of this log up. That is 8 feet, 1/2 inch by 6 inches. Let me repeat that for you. It's 6 inches wide, 1/2 inch thick, and 8 feet long. Now I won't be able to finish this log like I want to because I've not got the correct chain. I've got to get me a brand new ripping chain before I can finish this log up. It's taking too long for me to do it without getting that chain. But I'm going to cut another. See, that's a beautiful board. That's a beautiful board. Look at that. And let me tell you, all it costs you is your work. I am going to take another one off of that, and then I'm going to call it done. For today, that is, because I've got to have a new chain. me get my gear off and show you this log again. All right, we're gonna look at that. Isn't that neat? That's a 1/2 inch by 6 by 8 board that I will put to good use. Now, folks, this is relatively easy for me, but for some of you, you may say, oh my God, I don't see how I could possibly do that. But listen, it just takes a little work, I'd rather do a little work than pay a fortune for lumber that is going to just continue to escalate. Listen, we're going to call this done. We're going to call it done, and we're going to get us a brand new rip chain, and then we're going to finish this up. Plus, we've got about another 10, maybe 11 logs left. So you may be a brand new viewer, and if you are, give us a thumbs up, and go ahead and ring that bell. And while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. And I've enjoyed bringing this to you. And listen, as always, you have a wonderful, blessed day. And we will talk to you later.